ሰላም ተማሪዎች እንደምን አላችሁ? ዛሬ አፕሊኬሽን ኦፍ ኢንቴግሬሽን የሚለውን ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ። ብዙም ተማሪዎች የአፕሊኬሽን ኦፍ ኢንቴግሬሽን ኤሪያ፣ ፕሮፊት፣ ፋይንድ ዲስታንስ የመሳሰሉትን ኤክሰርሳይዝ ላይ ያሉትን እና ሪቪው ኤክሰርሳይዝ ላይ ያሉትን ጥያቄዎች በተሰራልን የሚል በተደጋጋሚ ብዙ ጥያቄ ስላቀረባችሁ ይህንን አፕሊኬሽን ኦፍ ኢንቴግሬሽን ፓርቲኩላርሊ ኤሪያ የሚለውን ለዛሬ ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ። ስለዚህ let us see it. How can we find the area of the given function between the given intervals or between the graph of function as well as x-axis የመሳሰሉትን የሚለውን እንደሚከተለው እናያለን። Find the area S which is enclosed by the graph of f of x and the x-axis, it says. So to find the area enclosed by this f of x and the x-axis, first of all, it is better to sketch the graph of our function f of x. To sketch the graph of our function f of x, as we are familiar, if it is possible, we'll try to find the x-intercept, y-intercepts. After that, you will try to sketch the graph which is enclosed by the graph of the given function f of x and the x-axis. To see this, let us consider the intercepts of this. Intercept means we have two intercepts as we are familiar, the x-intercept and y-intercept. To find the x-intercept, make y 0. That means f of x or y is equals to 0. This shows that we can find our x-intercept, that is x squared minus 4 is equals to 0. What does apply? This shows that x squared is equals to 4. What the value of x? This implies that the value of x is plus or minus the square root of 4, which is equals to plus or minus 2. This is the x-intercept here. Similarly, we can find the y-intercepts. Y-intercept means make that x is equals to 0. When x is equals to 0, what the value of y is equals to negative 4. And as observed here, this shows that the graph opens upward. It is parabola. Since the coefficient of x squared, that highest degree, that is 2, so the coefficient of this x squared positive, this shows that the graph opens up. So we can sketch the graph of this. So we put the x-intercept, let's say here is negative 1 and here is negative 2. Similarly, here is 1, this is 2. The y-intercept, it is negative 4 units below x-axis here 1. After that, we have to join this. But we want to find the area between the graph, this f of x, and the x-axis. This is the region that we want to find its area. ኤሪያውን የምንፈልገው ሪጅን ይሄ ነው። በኤክስ-አክሲስ እና በግራፋችን መካከል ያለው ነው። So let's say this is our S. So the graph lies or the region lies below x-axis ነው። below x-axis ከሆነ area ስለሆነ የምፈልገው it becomes negative value ነው። So to avoid such a negativity, we take the integration of our function by multiplying negative 1. በnegative 1 በማባዛት ነው ኢንተግሬት የምናደርግ between the interval negative 2 and 2. This one option. The other option, we may use absolute value of what? The value that obtained. ያገኘነውን function ኢንተግሬት አድርገን directly የምናገኘውን value absolute value በመውሰድም we get the result of the area for this region ማግኘት እንችላለን. Let us see this. This implies that our S is equals to the integration of our function negative of this integration between negative 2 of our f of x with respect to x. This is equals integration negative 2 to integration x squared minus 4, which is equals to integration of x squared means x cubed over 3 minus integration of 4, that is, since it is constant, it becomes 4x between negative 2 to 2. You can distribute this negative if you want. This is equals to 4x minus x cubed over 3 between negative 2 and 2. After that, you have to insert the value 2 and negative 2 and take their difference. Let and negative let and then take their difference as we are familiar. 4 times 2, that is 8, minus 2 cube means what? That is 8 over 3. Negative 2, insert negative 2, 4 times negative 2, that is negative 8. Minus negative 2 cube means what? Negative 8 over 3. Then finally, what the result? Which is equals to 8 minus 8 over 3 minus minus it becomes plus 8. Here is negative becomes positive, then multiply by this negative 1, then it becomes negative 8 over 3. This 8 plus 8 that is 16 minus 8 over 3 minus 8 over 3 that is 16 over 3. The LCM that is 3, so 48 minus what? 48 minus 16. This is equals to 48 minus 16 over 3. The result becomes, which is equals 8 minus 6 2 4 minus 1 that is 32. 32 over 3 ሆኗል ማለት ስኩዌር ሜትር ከሆነ ስኩዌር ሜትር እንላለን፣ ሴንቲሜትር ከሆነ ስኩዌር ሴንቲሜትር እንላለን። So this is the area that we want to find. ኤሪያችን ይሄ ይሆናል። Or if you want, you have to take it the integration directly integrate ማድረግ እንችላለን። አስፈላጊ ከሆነ we can integrate directly. What looks like that? This is our s is equals to the integration of our function negative 2 to 2, that is x squared minus 4, and finally take the absolute value of your result. የሪዛልታችሁን absolute value መውሰድም ይቻላል, which is equals the integration as we did before. This is x cubed over 3 minus 4x between negative 2 to 2 ይሆናል። ሪሰርች ስናደርግ which is equals 8 over 3 minus 8. ስለዚህ ሁለትን ስንተካ ቢሆን this is 8 over 3 ሆነ minus 8 ይሆናል minus of negative 8 over 3 minus 8 ይሆናል። This is equals to 8 over 3 plus 8 over 3 minus 8 and minus 8 ይሆናል። This implies that which is equals to 16 ሶስተኛ minus 16 ይሆናል። Take the LCM that is 3 ስለሚሆን this is equals 16 minus 48 divided by 3 ይሆናል። As a result, this is equals to negative 32 over 3. So since it is negative and area cannot be negative value, then take the absolute value of this one. Absolute value lost, which is negative 32 over 3 is equals to 32 over 3 square unit that you want. ለዚህ የምንፈልገው ይሆናል ማለት ነው 32 over 3 square unit። ከዚህ ጋር ቀድመን ከሰራነው ጋር ተመሳሳይ የሆነ ኤሪያ በዚህ አይነት መንገድ እናገኛለን ማለት ነው። So you can use the one that you are በፈለጋችሁ መንገድ ብትሰሩ that give the same result ማግኘት ትችላላችሁ። Let us continue to the next one. It says that f of x is equals to x squared minus 2x. As we did before, we can find the x and y intercept for this one. That means y is equal to 0 as y is equals to 0 for the value. This is x squared minus 2x is equals to 0. The value of x, this makes 0, x is equal to 0, or x is equals to, that is 2. Similarly, when x is equals to 0, the value of y is equals to, that is 0. After that, we can sketch the graph of this one. The other thing that we consider, what is the minimum value for this one. To find the minimum value, as we did before, it is better to take the derivative of our function and find its critical number. Critical number which is beta. This is f derivative at x is equals to 0. This is a critical number, which implies that the derivative of x squared minus 2x, this is 2x minus 2 is equals to 0. For the value, which implies that the value this x1 ሲሆን ምን ይኖረናል? Since it is open upper ስለሆነ it has a minimum value at the critical number that is 1. What's that? That means when x is 1, the value of y that is negative 1. So its minimum value or the vertex ምን ይሆናል ማለት ነው 1 negative 1 ይሆናል። This is the minimum value for given function that is negative 1 ይሆናል ማለት ነው at the critical number. If that's so, we can sketch the graph. ግራፋችን sketch ስናደርግ at 0 as we said that is 0 ይሆናል። at 2 ላይ 0 this is 1, it is 2, it is 0. ነገር ግን 1 ሲሆን ምን ይሆናል ብለን negative 1 ይሆናል። That is negative 1. So let's say this is negative 1 and it is 1. After that, sketch the graph of this. Then sketch ስናደርግ ግራፋችን ይሆናል it opens upward with minimum value at negative 1. Here what the graph looks like. ግራፋችን ይሄ ነው። ነገር ግን የተጠየቅነው ምንድነው the area between the region enclosed by f of x and the x axis. ስለዚህ የተጠየቅነው region ይሄ ነው ማለት ነው። This is the function f of x. As we did before, since it is the regionation ምንድነው below x axis ስለሆነ we can find the area s by taking the negative integration of our function f ይሆናል። This is f of x between the interval 0 to 2 እንወስዳለን። Other results now, they show that which is equals to negative of this 0 to 2 of our f of x integrate with respect to x እናደርጋለን። If you want, you have to distribute this negative and this becomes 0 integration 0 to 2 into 2x minus x squared x ይሆናል። But the integration of this is equals to x squared minus x cubed over 3 between 0 to 2 አድርገን integrate እናደርጋለን። But the value now, when insert 2, this becomes that is 4 minus 8 over 3 minus when insert 0 that is 0 minus 0 which is equals the LCM, which is 3. 3 times 4, that is 12. 12 minus 8 over 3. For the result, which is equals to 12 minus 8 means that is 4 over 3. The value or the area for this S or the 4 over 3 square unit. As I told you before, square unit ያልንበት ምክንያት ምንድነው? ሜትር ከሆነ ሜትር ስኩዌር እንላለን፣ ሴንቲሜትር ከሆነ ሴንቲሜትር ስኩዌር፣ ኪሎሜትር ከሆነ ኪሎሜትር square and inch ከሆነ inch square እያል የፈለግነውን ማለት እንችላለን። So we can say that is square unit እንላለን። The area is the square root of the given value ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ይህን ካል this is the area, or integrate this function directly as it is, x square minus twice x dx. For the integration of x square, that is x cubed over 3 minus 2x, its integration is what? Minus x between 0 to 2. Then substitute the values. When substitute the value, it becomes 8 over 3 minus, that is 4. The LCM is 3, so 8 minus 12 means what? This is equals negative 4 over 3. But it is area, it is negative, so it cannot be negative. Then take the absolute value of this negative 4 over 3, which implies the absolute value of negative 4 over 3 is equals to 4 over 3 square units. This is similar to what you obtained there. እዚህ ጋር ካገኘነው ጋር ማለት ተመሳሳይ value በዛ አይነት መንገድ ማግኘት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ either directly integrate እናደርጋለን, or we can take the negation of your function and then integrate it between the given boundaries. በተሰጡን boundary መሰረት መካከል ኢንተግሬት ስናደርግ you get the same result, ተመሳሳይ ሪዛልት በዛ አይነት መንገድ እናገኛለን። ስለዚህ ቻናሉን ሼር፣ ላይክ፣ ሰብስክራይብ ማድረጋችሁ አትርሱ። ሌሎችም ተጠቃሚ መሆን ስላለባቸውና ለብዙ ጓደኞቻችሁ ተደራሽ እንዲሆን ይህንን ማድረጋችሁን እንዳትረሱ። Let us continue to the next one. It says that f of x is equals negative x squared plus 4. As we did before, we did the same way. We will do this one at the same way. በተመሳሳይ መንገድ እንሰራለን። So when y is equal to 0, what the x-intercept? The x-intercept is minus x squared plus 4 is equals to 0. This shows that our x squared is equals to 4. The value of x is what? X is equals to plus or minus 2. Similarly, when x is equals to 0, the value for y, that is y-intercept, is equals to 4 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። After obtaining this one, we can sketch the graph. ግራፋችንን sketch እናደርጋለን። So when x 0 ሆነ ማለት the value this is 4. When y 0, the value here is negative 2 and it is 2. So the coefficient of x square has ዲግሪያችን 2 ስለሆነ ወይም ደግሞ ኳድራቲክ ስለሆነ it's negative coefficient ስላለው this shows that the graph opens downward. So according to the given information, we will try to find the area between what? The graph of our function f of x and the x-axis, it says. This is the area of our region that we want to find. So we'll try to integrate this function between the boundaries, that is negative 2 to 2. በዚህ ኢንተርቫል መካከል ኢንተግሬት እናደርጋለን። ለምን? በኔጌቲቭ 2 እና በ2 መካከል integration of this function ይሆናል ማለት ነው ኤሪያችን። ለምን የተጠየቅነው የarea of the function this graph የዚህ ግራፍ በግራፉ በፈንክሽናችን ግራፍ እና በኤክስ አክሲስ መካከል ያለውን ኤሪያ ስለሆነ የተጠየቅነው we can take the integration as it is. ለምን integration as it is ይሆናል? ግራፋችን ኦብዘርቭ ስናደርግ above x axis ስለሆነ above x axis ደግሞ the value is positive ነው። ፖዚቲቭ ሆነ ማለት we can integrate the value or the area as it is integrate እናደርጋለን ማለት ፈንክሽናችን በማድረግ we can get the result negative 2 to integration of our f of x, this is negative x squared plus 4 ይሆናል። When integrate this one, the value is equals what? This is integration of x squared as we did before, this is negative x cubed over 3 plus 4x between negative 2 to 2. When insert the value, that means negative 8 over 3, it is plus 4 times 2, that is 8, minus, when insert negative 2, this becomes negative of negative 8 over 3. Yes, this is plus negative 8. Since negative 2 times 4, that is negative 8. Then, for the result, which is equals to negative 8 over 3 plus 8, this negative plus, then again multiplied by negative 1, it becomes negative 8 over 3 negative 1 times negative 8, that becomes 8. 8 ይሆናል። What the result? 8 plus 8 ምን ይሆናል? That is 16 minus 8 over 3 minus 8 over 3, this becomes 16 over 3 ይሆናል። Since LCM ማችን 3 ስለሆነ as we did before, this result becomes 48 minus that is 16 over 3 ይሆናል። የጋራ 3 ሆነ ማለት ነው። So 48 ሲቀነስ 16 which is equals 32 over 3 square unit. The area is one. Areaችን ይሄ ይሆናል ማለት በዛ አይነት መንገድ ሶልቭ ማድረግ እንችላለን። Let us see the next one. It says that f of x is equal to negative x square minus 2x. As we did before, still we'll try to find what? The x and y intercept when y is equal to 0. This means negative x square minus 2x is equal to 0. What's the value of x? The x value ምን ሆነ? X is equals 0 or x is equals to negative 2 ይሆናል። It is negative 2. And similarly, when our x that is 0, the value of y is equals to 0 ይሆናል. After that, we can sketch a graph and find the maximum value ማግኘት እንችላለን። እዚህ ጋር ሌት maximum. What is that? Find the derivative of our function and make it 0. 0 ማለት critical number ማግኘት ብለን that is 0, which implies that this is negative 2x minus 2 is equals to 0. What the value of x? This is x is equals to negative 1. At negative 1, the result becomes what? That is 1 ይሆናል። 1 ይሆናል. So the maximum or the vertex becomes what? Negative 1 and 1. Here we go. After obtaining this, we can sketch the graph of this function. Here is negative 2. Say here is negative 1. Here is negative 2. And round that is 0. And let us consider here is 1. So at negative 2, the value of y that is 0. At 0, yes, it is 0. At negative 1, its value is that is 1. After that, sketch the graph of this. So, what to ask የተጠየቅነው ምንድነው? በግራፋችንና በኤክስ አክሲስ መካከል ያለውን ኤሪያ ስለሆነ we can have this in area. So, this is our s. የምንፈልገው ኤክሳችን ይሆናል. How to find this is? Still above x axis ስለሆነ the area is equals the integration of our function between the boundaries በኔጌቲቭ 2 እና 0 መካከል ኢንተግሬት እናደርጋለን ማለት ፈንክሽናችን. This is negative x square minus 2x. Integrate this one between negative 2 to 0. For the result now, integrate this. This is integration of x square, that is x cube over 3. Integration of minus 2x, that is x square between negative 2 to 0. Take negative common, negative የጋራ ስንወስድ which is equals to x cube over 3 plus x square between negative 2 to 0 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Internote which is equals negative of insert 0 minus when insert negative 2, this is equals negative 8 over 3. Insert that is minus 2 is minus of 4. Take this one, negative into negative times negative, it becomes positive. This is 8 over 3 minus 4. Still the LCM 3, so this is equals negative of 8 minus 2 divided by 3, which is equals to negative 4 over 3 times negative 1, which is equals negative 4 over 3 times negative 1. This is equals to 4 over 3 square units. ስለዚህ in general, if you ask you to find the area between the graph of your function as well as x-axis, let us see this one. The graph looks like this. If the graph is this one, for instance, as observed here, if we ask you to find the area between x-axis and the graph of x, this is the area between this, and this is the area between x-axis and the function f of x. Here one chiller, for instance. Here corner, if take this is the interval, here is a, here is this is b. Let's take this one is c. Let's take this one is d. So the area becomes the sum of these areas. Let's say this is S1, here is S2, let's take this one is S3. So the area of this figure is the sum of the three areas. This is S1 plus S2 plus S3 ይሆናል። ሶስት ኤሪያ ድምር ይሆናል። ለምን? the graph of this, the area of the function this f between the graph of f and x axis ከተባለ ይሄ ማለት ነው። ይሄ ከሆነ ምን እናደርጋለን? እዚህ ጋር በa እና በb መካከል ፈንክሽናችን f of x below x axis ስለሆነ take the negative of this integration እንወስዳለን። that means negative of integration a to b of f of x እንላለን plus በb እና በc መካከል ግራፋችን above x axis ስለሆነ we can take it as it is እንወስዳለን። integrate this one between b to c of f of x dx plus when come to the next S3, it is below x axis, so it is we take the negative of what? Integration of our function between c to d እንላለን d to f of x dx በዛ አይነት መንገድ we can solve the area ወይም ደግሞ ኤሪያውን በዛ አይነት መንገድ ማግኘት እንችላለን። ነገር ግን as it is directly ኤሪያው የምንወስድ ከሆነ we make a mistake ስህተት እንሰራለን። let us see example of this example ለምሳሌ consider now find the area of the function a graph of function f of x which is equals x cube between let's say x is equals to negative 2 and 2. We can say this in መውሰድ እንችላለን። when observe this ምን ይሆናል ይሄ? let's try to sketch the graph of this function. ይሄንን function ግራፉን sketch እናደርግ we have this when it is 2 ሲሆን ይሆናል 8 ይሆናል። let's say this is y axis, this is 8, somewhere this 8 ሊሆን ይችላል። take this 8 when it is 2 1 ሲሆን it is 1 0 ሲሆን it is 0. so the graph may look like this. the same the opposite case, if it is negative 1 it is negative 1, if it is negative 2 this becomes somewhere this, let's say here is negative 8. so the graph looks like this. but what we ask is to find the area of the region between x-axis and this f of x. so this is the region that we want to find. similarly on this case here we have this is the region that we want to find. ኤሪያችን ይሄ ሊሆን ይችላል። so the area becomes the sum of this is, let's take this one is s1, let's take this one is s2. so the area of this becomes s is equals to s1 plus s2. in this case what we take at the left here is 0, left of 0 between negative 2 and 0 the function graph is below x-axis. in that case takes the negative of the values, that means negative of our function between negative 2 to 0 of f of x plus when take 0 to 2 the graph is above what? above x-axis ስለሆነ take it the integration as it is between the boundary 0 to 2 of f of x dx which is equals this is the integration of negative 2 to 0 that is x cube dx plus here is 0 to 2 of integration of x cube with respect to x that is dx. but the integration for this one, this is negative of x the power of 4 over 4 between negative 2 to 0 plus integration of x cube as we did before, this is x the power of 4 over 4 between 0 to 2. then insert the values. value insert ስናደርግ which is equals negative of 0 minus negative 2 the power of 4 over 4 means what? that is minus 4 plus when insert 2 here we have this is 2 the power of 4 over 4 means 16 over 4 that is 4 minus here is 0. then what result? negative 0 minus 4 then negative 4 times negative 1 that is 4 which is equals 4 plus 4. what result? the area for this one is 8 square unit. በዚህ አይነት መንገድ እናገኛለን። ነገር ግን directly integrate ብታደርጉት without taking this value difference or sign difference consider ሳናደርግ directly integrate የምናደርግ ከሆነ we make a mistake. let us see this one. the integration of this f of x that is x to the power 3 dx between negative 2 to 2. integrate this one. But the result, this is x to the power of 4 over 4 between negative 2 to 2. You see, x to the power of 4 is even function. Since it is even function, we can have the same value for 2 and negative 2. This means 2 the power of 4 over 4 minus negative 2 the power of 4 over 4. What the result? ይሄ ምን ይሆናል? 2 the power of 4 ማለት 16 ሲካፈል 4 ይሆናል። የኔጌቲቭ 2 the power of 4 ማለት 16 ይሆናል ሲካፈል 4 ይሆናል ሲቀነስ 4 which is equals ምን ሆነ? 0 ሆነ ማለት። ኤሪያው ደግሞ 0 ሆነ ማለት አንችልም። it cannot be 0 አይሆንም። so it is better to consider such cases to find the area of the region between x-axis and the graph of f የሚለውን በዛ አይነት መንገድ ማግኘት መስራት የግድ ይለናል ማለት ነው እንጂ ዳይሬክትሊ ኢንተግሬት የምናደርገው ከሆነ if we have such cases we make a mistake ስህተት እንሰራለን ማለት ነው። so if the graph of the function is above x-axis ከሆነ we can take the integration of our function as it is. Therefore, if the graph of our function, that is f of x, is like this above x-axis, for instance this one, in this case we can take what? The integration directly between this a and b. If the graph of our function it looks like this one, for instance this, here we have a, here is b. In that case we take the integration that by making negative values. So this is f of x, this is our f of x, let's say this is our g of x. So to find the area for this f of x between f of x and x-axis, between the graph of the function and x-axis, in this case we can take this s, the area s is equal to this area, integration of our f of x between a to b, f of x, since the graph is above ምንድነው x-axis ነው positive value ነው ማለት ነው። In the case of this one, since it is below x-axis, the graph lies below x-axis, in that case the area s is equals negative of your integration g of x dx between a to b ይሆናል። ወይም after obtaining the result you have to take the absolute value of integration of this g of x dx between a and b. በዚህ አይነት መንገድ እንሰራ you get the same result. So ኬዞችን ኮንሲደር ማድረግ is a must to find the area between the region f of x and the x-axis የሚለውን በዚህ አይነት መንገድ ኮንሲደር እንድታደርጉት ለማስታወስ ያክል ነው። ስለዚህ በዚህ አይነት መንገድ ራሳችሁ የተለያዩ ጥያቄዎችን በመስራት ያለባችሁን ክፍተት መሙላት ትችላላችሁ። ሌሎችም በሁለት ፈንክሽኖች መካከል ያለን ኤሪያ እንዴት አድርገን ሶልቭ እንደምናደርግ ይዤላችሁ እመጣለሁ። እስከዛው ቻናሉን ሼር፣ ላይክ፣ ሰብስክራይብ ማድረጋችሁን አትርሱ። መልካም ጊዜ እንዲሆንላችሁ እመኛለሁ። ባይ ባይ።